Hello, everybody. My name is Sonia Marie. Thank you for coming in after the fact. I appreciate you. All you cross watchers and people who don't know who I am. I still don't have that terminology right, but it's all good. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Sonia Marie. I write for Essence Magazine, the little horoscope column in the back. Hopefully, you are keeping track of your girl. and you have a subscription to Essence. I've been writing with them for at least, it's coming up on 8 years now. That's incredibly incredible. The time can fly by so quickly. Today is June 1st, 2021. Speaking of flying by, thank you for being so patient. I didn't come on yesterday as I usually do on my Mondays, but today is Tuesday and I'm here. I hope everything is swell in your world, is groovy and such. Yo, what's up, April? How you doing, Malika? What's happening? D's Delectable, Rich Brown Girl, and Vaughn is here. What's popping with you, player? Angie, what's going on? Portland Saunders is here. Hi, Tenjin. Yo, y'all in New York? Tenjin, put up your website or all things that are beautiful in regards to your exhibit in New York, how long it will be. When I tell you this man is a brilliant freaking artist, y'all need to get down with Tenjin for sure. Please put up something where people can come and check you out if they're on the East Coast, Northeast. It'll be worth the little drive wherever you are in that area. Trust and believe his vision and his eye for detail is beyond anything I've ever seen. I actually purchased my own and I have it in my bedroom. Tenjin is the bomb artist. You are so welcome, Tenjin. You know that thick madame is here. Marissa, what's happening, honey? Oh, so good to see you. Polish My Pearl is here. And what's up, Trina? What's happening, Ty? I'm so glad that all you folks enroll in here. Oh, I can't miss Bijou. What's happening, Bijou? Yes, I'm so glad that you're here. This week is a very an invited, calming week. Can I say that? Can I say we have invited the mother into this week? Okay, before I get started and open up for any downloads that Spirit wants to drop inside of my body, my mind, and my soul, let me tell you this. We're going to talk about one or two aspects that are happening this week, and then we'll go into some downloads that are coming through, probably simultaneously, and then I'll open up for some lucky one or two or three people. I haven't done three, but depends on how, happy I'm feeling and how much energy I have and time, by the way. I may just do two. Sometimes one or two times I may do three. But in any case, have your sun, your moon, and your rising available. I'd really, 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 really appreciate that towards the tail end of this particular live. Thank y'all for coming in live. You could be any place else, but 23 people have shown up. I got 5 thumbs up, 5 likes. I appreciate that. You can give me a couple more because YouTube, judges motherfuckers on how many thumbs up they get and how many comments they get. And it's not really about the money. It's about generating the folks to hear the truth that comes through us. And I'm going to say us because we are a reflection of each other. Tomorrow, let me tell y'all what's happening tomorrow, and then I slide into what Spirit is saying. Tomorrow at 9:19 a.m., Venus goes into Cancer. I didn't see how long that happens. Let me do that while I talk about that. Venus is all things love, quality, worthiness, money. Venus is everything that has to do with how you like to be loved and how you want to love up on people. Beauty as well. Venus will be in Cancer until, boom, let me go back. Looking at the ephemeris, y'all. I wanted to prepare myself with this, but I could take my time. Here it is. It goes in, the 28th. Until June 28th, Venus will be in Cancer. Let me tell you something about Venus being in Cancer until tomorrow, which is June 2nd. until June 28th. Cancer energy, as we slide on into that thing, you'll recognize how all of these neighboring planets are turning into the next sun sign energy, right? So we have Mars has been in Cancer for a little while, but Venus is going to go into Cancer. Mercury is soon going to go into Cancer. And of course, the sun will be in Cancer after this Gemini season. But you'll see how the rhythm continues with these neighboring planets setting up the energy for the sun. Now, Venus being in Cancer is quite interesting because I think after the tail end, God is dope like this, after the tail end of us beating up on ourselves, after the tail end of us having other people beat up on us, after the tail end of us going through these miraculous changes, or probably in the midst of it, with our eclipses and Mercury retrograde, Saturn is retrograde, Pluto is retrograde. There's a bunch of upheavals that's happening and a lot of reminders keeping us in check of who we are. It could be quite motherfucking exhausting. That's all I'm going to say. So it seems very appropriate that the universe, our creator, the energies that sustain us would allow the love planet, allow the genuine, passionate, desirable planet of Venus to go in Cancer at this time. Why? Because you need a mother's love. And if it's not your mother, it's the mother. I should say this. If it's not your mother giving you love, if it's not the sisters that are around you giving you motherly love, I say give it to yourself. Even if you're a man, give it to yourself. Give yourself that nurturing energy that you deserve in this particular time. Again, because we've been going through some incredible upheavals. And it kind of seems like, I'm just going to say this out because I'm feeling it. It might not be you, but roll with it. It kind of feels like people left you. It kind of feels like there's a moment in which we've been told to do the hardest part of this journey, or one of the hardest parts of our journey within the last couple of years, by ourselves. And actually, we alluded to this. If you engage with Word Life Astrology and the things that come through my body and in my mouth, then you'll see throughout the last couple of videos, we've been kind of edging up to this space in which we have to be the best for ourselves in order to be the best for the community, right? So we've been beat up. We've been actually sitting in our own shit, looking for people to blame, looking for people to shame, looking for people to take our hurt and our pain in which they did in the past, looking for people to carry our weight. And not too many people are around to do that in the way that they have before. And this is for me, and I'm speaking for myself and maybe a couple of other people on here, but definitely, and if you agree, yes, y'all. Thank you. Oh, glad to see you, Mishi. So the bottom line is, with no one else around, you got to find the love within yourself. You got to find the nourishment within yourself, the nurturer within yourself. Until June 28th, that Venus will be in Cancer, loving you up, smothering you up, possessing you in some kind of way. Now, whether it's the energies that's within you, giving it to you, or whether it's everybody else or other people, special people that in your life that are allowing you to go through your own healing and your own reeling and the things that you're growing through. But when they see you, when they connect with you, they are there to hug you and really hug you, understand what you're going through, and allow you to continuously do the work. Cancer energy is mother energy like that, in the sense that it really has no problem letting you fly. It really has no problem loving you, stroking you, giving you the food, giving you the sustenance, giving you a warm blanket if you need to. But when it's time to get the fuck up out the tree, little birdie, it's time for you to fly. And that's the kind of energy in which I believe the universe is calling on right now for us to do for our damn self. Right? Allow people to stroke us, love us, nurture us, but don't get too attached and be in a space in which you rely on that thing. That's a dangerous space to be. And we've been in that space for a little bit of time. So this Cancer nurturing, nourishing, I'm going to repeat the same words, please forgive me, but it's all within. Possessiveness, sometimes that could be a little tricky though. So if you're loving up on somebody too strong, you understand what I'm saying? And you may be smothering them and choking them out, do yourself a favor and pull back. If somebody is doing that to you and it's not necessarily helping you, it's just so they can say that they've been there for you, ask them to pull back. The energy, the healing, the trials that we are going through right now, it's all singular. It's all individual. It's all sustainable. We are being asked to find the power within ourselves to sustain ourselves so we can be better again for the community. But don't go left on this Cancer energy too and turn this mothering energy into smothering, possessive energy, or emotionally manipulative energy. Cancer energy does that. So if it's under the guise of Venus and you're saying, well, I love you, that's why I want to do X, Y, and Z for you. Well, I love you. That's why I'm going to manipulate you quietly and softly when you don't even know. I love you. That's why I want to come into your house and rearrange your whole shit and make you look like I want you to look. Make your house and your wardrobe and whatever it is that you got going on look like how I want you to look because I love you. That's manipulation, bitch. Do not do that. In my opinion, every sign, okay? Every sign, let's say that again. Every sign has a negative, a positive, a up and a down. Every sign has vibrations of polarities. You dig what I'm saying? And that Cancer energy is awesome for the nutrients. It's awesome for the hug, the big boob hug. It's awesome to put people in your bosom. It's awesome to be that listener. Cancer Venus is saying, I'm going to listen to your trials and to your tribulations. I'm going to be here and be that open heart for you. I'm going to be that safe space for you. Look for the safe space and the positivity of this Venus in Cancer. Please do not go on the other side of that and become emotionally manipulative, because in this moment in time, you are looking for a quick way out. You are looking for a quick way out to heal your own self. So what you're going to do is manipulate somebody else's journey. So it looks like you're healing them, but you're sucking from a motherfucking straw all the healing that they get through themselves and giving it to you. Does that make sense to anybody? Yes, y'all. That's emotional manipulation. That is not healthy. Yes, it looks like narcissist, but it more so looks like I care for you, but I'm taking from you and robbing your motherfucking side pocket at the same time I'm telling you I love you. Does this make sense to anybody? I'm just saying. This Cancer energy can be beneficial for a lot of people, but that tricky, manipulative, emotional shit, I know oh too well because my sun sign is a Cancer. I know Cancer energy, and let's say one more thing in regards to this negativity and how Venus can show up. Venus and Cancer can show up negative. It's about, Sonia just went out my head. I was going to say possessiveness. Nope. Manipulation, punishment. It's about punishment too. Tauruses have a very interesting way of punishing because they punish from a position in which they're just stubborn and they don't want to do whatever the fuck they want to do. They're like, I'm just not going to do it. That's just it, right? Cancer punishes from a space where it shuts down. It shuts down all access to their hearts and who they are. Now, listen, I'm not talking about Cancer people, although I do refer to the people. I look at signs, zodiac signs, the constellation as energy, and we plug that energy into particular planets. That particular energy. Venus in Cancer, as we all will experience because it's hitting the entire planet, the entire universe, Venus in Cancer has a way of shutting down and punishing people. It takes away its love too. You have to be really, really tricky about that. Because oftentimes when people shut down their hearts, when people shut down their goodies, their goodness, they're thinking they're punishing. They're thinking they're protecting themselves because Cancer energy loves to protect, right? They're thinking they're just outside of whatever is going on and they're safe. However, there's a backlash to that. There's no room to love. If you shut the fuck down on some emotional manipulation shit during this Venus and Cancer time, or somebody's doing the same to you, there's no room to love. You shut down the in and the outdoor. Does that make sense? Hello? Does that make sense to y'all? Like on the real. You shut down both ways. And here you are thinking in your ego, in your space, in your supposed victory of not being able to give people what it is that you want to give them because you're a lover, you're thinking that you're protecting yourself, and you're just going to keep whatever you have to yourself. And that's the punishment. They're not going to get me. But here's the deal. There's a universal law. And the universal law that God says is to continue to love regardless. Regardless. That is, in all honesty, one of the hardest things to do on the planet is to continue to love people. And with Venus and Cancer, it's a big, gregarious, big mama, all kind of food, blanket in the middle of the night kind of hug. It's safety hug. It's security hug. But when we shut down, our job is to love. But when we shut down, we don't receive the love. And we have not yet really understood that. Because why? In this Gemini season, as I parlay this shit into what's going on, because Sonia is dope as fuck. In this Gemini season, what we do, we compartmentalize our love. Oh, I'm going to love my best friend, but fuck my man. I'm going to love my man and my mom and my children and my dog, but fuck my best friend and all the people that come with her. Here's the deal. You can't continuously love, open-heartedly love anybody in your life if you're not giving love to everybody. I can't say that any stronger. And I am a student of that process and theory and understanding because I am a Cancer. So maybe I can speak from it from a not only an experience standpoint, but from the punishment and all kinds of other shit that comes with it. I'm just passing on information. Venus in Cancer is a beautiful time to exercise how love really flows. To exercise that as a mother, you have to take deep breaths. Squirrel. Been loving up on this puppy for a little while. Last month or so. She's so dope, y'all. I love Mystic. But I'll be honest with you, it's like having a child, a baby, an infant all over again, in which you're sleepy, and if you're not a mother, or if you haven't watched a mother in doing her work, it's a thankless fucking job. Because you're sleepy, you're hungry yourself. Nobody's asking you if you're stinking, if you got any deodorant on. Nobody cares if you went to eat. Nobody is asking if you need to pay some bills. Everybody's paying attention to that baby, and or the fact that we got to keep the life going. So the mother will literally sacrifice herself. Venus and Cancer. There's a sacrificial love that comes through, in which you would be really remiss if you didn't benefit from it. So fill up on it, give it to people, open up to it, receive it as much as possible, because it will fill up your bank. We've been fucked up for the past couple of months, y'all. We've been going through these changes and these eclipses. I hope y'all understand these changes and these eclipses, and we need a little bit of hug. We need a little nurturing. We need a goddamn meal. And speaking of meal, be careful not to eat too much during this time, because if you become too happy, you might eat a lot. If you're not happy, you might eat a lot. Because Venus in Cancer desires food all day long. Understand that. All right. Hi, everybody. And thank you for the yes, y'all. I appreciate this. And I hope it's hitting somebody somewhere, somehow. Let me get your sun, your moon, and your rise. Marissa said, puts down snacks. I'm telling you that food will come up and get ya. Yo, Taurus and Cancer, the foodie signs of the zodiac. I always say that Tauruses love food because it's because of the presentation, how it smells and the colors and the vibrancy of it all. It's just beautiful like that. Cancer loves food because we just goddamn greedy. That energy is just greedy and wants to be a little gluttonous every now and again. And the mother likes to give, so the mother will take, especially when it comes to food, right? Be careful of that energy and vibration. Okay. Who's that first person that came up that I wanted to get down on? Is it Janine Miles? Janine Miles, is that your name? I'm pronouncing it right? Please give me a heads up if I am or not. She has a Leo sun, Scorpio moon, and an Aquarius rising. Wow, that's a lot of fixed, stubborn energy. All you need is some Taurus to throw on in there. But if you're Scorpio or Scorpio moon, Aquarius rise, so you got You got Leo on the 7th. So Taurus is somewhere on it's probably the 4th or something like that. Okay, the 4th or the 5th. So Taurus isn't home. So you're stubborn in your home. There's a lot of stubborn energy with you, young lady. I love the fact. See, here's the thing that keeps you going, Janine, is that Leo energy. That Leo energy is stubborn and it's forthright in its own way, because it doesn't like people to see it sweat. It doesn't like to share its wounds. It's proud, it's courageous, it's willful. It licks its wounds in the corner and then comes out when it's ready to come out and shine. I say I like that Leo energy only because that's who you are as a sun sign, and that's what wants to shine through. That Scorpio moon can keep things a little dark and ominous, mysterious. But here's the thing about dark. I'm not afraid of dark, and I say that in a way in which it should be celebrated, because the darkness is necessary in order to receive some wounds or to receive some pains, bring it up out of the crevices of time and heal them things. You dig what I'm saying? But here's the conundrum. The conundrum is that the Leo has to be willing to heal it. And the Aquarius rise has to be willing to have a confrontation every now and again. Because best believe that Scorpio is going to bring the confrontation. That Scorpio energy is going to make you not only confront some things, blow up some shit. That Scorpio moon, when you get upset, when you get into your emotions, Janine, that Scorpio moon is exploding. That Scorpio moon is vengeful. That Scorpio moon is creative. It's destructive in the best way. But the Aquarius rise wants to hide the destruction by not approaching the situation and confronting the situation. You got to be able to confront the situation if you're going to light the motherfucking bomb. That's all I'm going to say. Janine, I hope you heard me, young lady. I didn't hear nothing else after you. After I asked you about that. But you get what I'm saying? That Leo energy has to not only keep things light, she got to be a little bit more forthright. She got to be a little bit more honest, more candid about her feelings, so that Scorpio energy doesn't feel like it has a bag of secrets. Because soon enough, that bag of secrets will be unleashed like a motherfucker. I'm just saying. And then all of a sudden, your little Aquarius rise can't contain all of the bones that are coming out the goddamn closet. And if she does contain it, she'll be like, oh, it's okay. It's all right. We'll be all right. Fluff it off. Let me get some friends to understand me. My humanitarian efforts, my love for people will smooth this over at some point. Scorpio can blow up so much shit, and that Leo can be like, I gives a fuck. I gives a fuck. I gives a fuck. That Aquarius energy is going to need to be more of a smoother upper, if that makes any sense. She's going to have to give reason why she did what she did. Or the Scorpio is going to have to learn how not to blow shit up. And a little consent, or I should say a little side note to that, is talk to your mother. Either or your mother or the family in which you grew up. When people have moon in Scorpio, oftentimes they have very interesting and cantankerous relationships with their mom or how they were raised. So how they were raised, in the conditions they were raised, but it's incredibly emotional is the point. You took it in. You took it in as yours. So the bottom line, in order to get your Scorpio energy in check so she's not blowing shit up that the Leo and the Aquarius has to save of you, you got to heal around what's going on with your mom and what's going on with your family. All right, that's enough. All right, that's enough. Bijou, what? I'll be all right. I'm a little aloof. I got to go find out what she was talking about. All right. Desiree, son, did we do you already? Oh, look at that. Desiree, can you be honest and ask if you put your information up before? Because I would like to read you, but I don't want to do, my memory is not the best at times. Okay, cool. So Desiree, sun in Capricorn, moon in Capricorn, rising Pisces. The reason why this is so interesting, because did you know that Capricorn and Pisces really do get along? Thank y'all for the likes and the thumbs up. I appreciate that. And the 36 people that are on here live and just listening to me in my washed out state of mind. I went swimming today, y'all, and I swear I feel like I'm on vacation. Got a little moo-moo on, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to be Sonia today. I'm not trying to get all fancy. Although sometimes I feel fancy. Okay, Desiree, here's the deal. The reason why I wanted to read this is because people need to know Capricorn and Pisces energy is what you call a sextile in astrology, and they very well get along. Although you may not know, because Capricorn energy could be so hard up, it could be so cold, it can be so ambitious. And I'm not speaking shit at you, Desiree. Understand where I'm going real quick. It can be detached on some levels, but Capricorn energy has this seed of Cancer in it. And I say seed because every opposite has the seed of its opposite in them. So Cancer's energy, I should say opposite, is Cancer. Cancer's opposite is Capricorn. Capricorn's opposite is Cancer. So Capricorn is really, really sensitive. And that Pisces brings it out in a way that's, let's say, shape-shifting, water-finding. It doesn't boss you into expressing your emotions like Cancer energy would, but it lures it out. So yes, that's one reason, in my opinion, why Capricorn and Pisces do get along, because Capricorn wants to be softer, right? And you have it within you to be softer. So this is what I say. That Pisces rising, I say all that to say, is that Pisces rising can be used for a lot of things more so than not. I bet you $25, Desiree, that oftentimes the Capricorn in you gets pissed off by the elusiveness, by the allure, by the naivete that the Pisces might throw off on you. And I might be wrong. Maybe you like it. But at some point in your life, when you're trying to be as assertive as you can be, Capricorn, and get to the top of the mountain, that Pisces energy kind of like, it's so fucking pliable and so mutable that it can actually absorb and be into anything in which you walk into. And the Capricorn energy is like, no, we need a fucking schedule. We need some control out this mug. I say this to say this, is that Pisces energy will truthfully get you wherever it is you need to go. Sometimes that Capricorn energy can control it so much where you miss heaven. You miss the bigger picture. You miss all the rewards and awards that are coming to you, sweetheart. Pisces is like, I got you. I'm bringing you exactly where you need to go because I'm connected to spirit. And that's on your rise, chick. That's like right in your gaze, like right outside your body, so to speak, attracting all things that God wants you to have. Here's the catch, though. You got to clean off. You can't be so pompous and so self-righteous where the Capricorn is like, I'm good. My spirituality is intact. My spirituality is great. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good. I'm high on the mountain. I've been doing my prayers. I've been doing meditations. If you get into those spaces, Desiree, you're not allowing your Pisces energy to really take you where you need to go. Not only that, it may mean that you need to clean off. Anybody with Pisces rise got to clean that shit off. Clean what? All the information that you walk around on the planet absorbing. People's heartache, people's pain, people's indecision, just people's shit. You understand what I'm saying? And if you get caught up into people's shit, then the Capricorn take over, especially that moon in Pisces, moon in Capricorn can bring you so far into depression, it's hard for you to come up out. Moon and Capricorn people are really, really tricky when it comes to that. You know, they're very ambitious, but they can fall right back down to ground zero if they allow themselves to get caught up in the misery of why a thing didn't go the way that they planned. You got to follow what Pisces is saying sometimes because it's going to lead you right where you need to be. I'm just saying. I hope that makes sense, Desiree. I worked hard to join you great people today. Oh, Angie P, thank you. I'm so glad. And I pray that something comes off and hits you in the heart. We've been talking a little bit about Venus and Cancer, and then I got into these reads. That Venus and Cancer should not be misunderstood. Y'all can go back and listen to this thing. Maybe there's some words between the words that need to be heard. But that came through really strong. It made me sweat. You're so welcome. All right, everybody. I think I'm going to go since nobody else put their, Christine Brown. That's a little bit of a trick right there. All right, well, let's go on. Today is the third one. Why? Because I got a little bit of time and then I'm a jet. Christine Brown has a Virgo sun, Sagittarius moon, and Sagittarius rising. What's so dope about that in its own way is that even though Sag and Virgo are a square, a challenge in astrology, right? they help you to grow, Christine. Your Virgo energy probably wouldn't be doing too much of shit if you didn't have that Sagittarius going on. And what I mean by that is that Virgo can stay in, like a friend of mine said the other night, analysis paralysis, can stay caught like a deer in a headlight, overanalyzing things, not being able to get off the block, doing what you need, you need to do, but you're creating another order, creating another schedule, creating another, plan, blah, 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 blah. And then after a while, you just get caught in not doing too much of shit. Well, your Sag rise, your Sag moon is like, yo, would you just come on already? Sag is just really, really impatient, has a lot of energy, and is incredibly adventurous. So it wants to kick off in your rise and in your moon. Allow it to work for you. Okay. I believe that Virgo energy needs that. It's a different approach to life. You can only plan but so much, sweetheart. You can only make it perfect, but for so much. You understand what I'm saying? Until one day you just have to go, fuck it. I got to trust it. I got to walk in it. I think that's a beautiful and a very simple message for you. I could probably go in deeper, but I'm not. Especially as people are showing up, wanting to talk to you. There's a grandmother on the other side. She's short as shit. She's beautiful though and feisty. She has nice hats. I'm just going to say that. If that's not for you, Christine, somebody's grandmother has the bomb hat on right now. They just walked into the cipher like, hey, I'm at the party. Walking through a cloud of smoke. Yeah, that normally doesn't happen. I try to shut them down when I do these reads because y'all know my 90-minute readings are comprised of ancestral connections, your astrology chart natal read, which we kind of just did a little bit of, and then the last part is a tarot spread. Please get in contact with me if you want your individual reading or if you want to do a couples reading. I like doing couples reads as well, but they come through really, really strong. And somebody's grandmother just came through. So I don't know if that is for you, Christine or Desiree or somebody that's on here. A grandmother has bomb fucking hats and she's short. She has glasses on too, wire rim glasses. And she's very, very feisty. She just bust on in. Church has stayed. Is that her then? Well, there you go, Christine. I'm glad she came to say hello. And she's bold as heck. I just want to say that. She's very, very bold. She just busts through. There's a crowd of people around me and she just bust right on in. So congratulations for that. She just wanted to say, hey, baby, I'm here. I love it. All right, y'all. I'm going to go. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing this. Thank y'all for the likes and the thumbs up, the comments. Thank you for coming back time and time again. Thank you for spreading my name. And thank you for spreading, more importantly, the messages that come through. I often, not often, 100% of the time pray before I do these broadcasts, only because if God is not involved in any of this, then I don't want to do it. And I just pray for you, that you receive everything that your heart is desiring, that you really, really fall into the love of this Venus in Cancer moment until June 28th, starting tomorrow. Why? Because you need to be a little easier, a little softer on yourself. You are deserving of it and you are worth it. And tell everybody else to kick rocks if they don't think otherwise, or if they think otherwise. Mercury retrograde is having her way with me. I don't care. Oh, my lips and my words are all convoluted. But this one I do know. I love you, and I'll see you real soon.